What's up, guys, and welcome back to Edge Over Action. Today is Wednesday, July 8th, 2026. We've got 15 games on today's MLB slate, and I've got three best bets for you that we'll go over later on in the show. All right, but first, let's recap yesterday's bets. We had five. We went 2-3. We took Brewers Cardinals game one under 7.5. That hit. Angels Rangers under 7.5, which lost. Red Sox money line, which hit. Blue Jays Giants under 7.5, which lost, and Dodgers -1.5, which unfortunately lost. And it's a good thing we didn't parlay these, because obviously that parlay would have been dead. And this is the reason why. I mean, if you take a losing day, at least we didn't lose as much as we would have if we would have just put like a bet on a parlay, you know? So this is why we only do single bets and we never do parlays. 2 and 3 day is not bad. So again, we're just going to move forward and we're going to get it today. All right, first game up, we've got Blue Jays at Giants. Toronto and San Francisco are close to pick 'em. The total is very low at 6.5 to 7, which tells us the market respects the pitching and Oracle Park run suppression. Action Network lists Logan Webb versus Dylan Cease. The note on Cease is strong. His strikeout matchup is playable, and he's cleared 6.5 strikeouts in 10 straight starts. Action also notes Cease projects roughly 2/3 of a run better than Webb. Oracle Park, 65 degrees, 0% rain, 9-mile-per-hour winds. It's still a pitcher-friendly environment, but Action Network mentions about a 5% park umpire and weather boost. Giants are 3 wins, 2 losses in their last 5, and the over has hit in 3 of the last 5. Toronto has been disappointing offensively, and Action Network notes specifically calls out poor recent productions from Vlad, Springer, and Kirk. For San Francisco, look at the middle order bats against Cease if he's wild early. For Toronto, Vlad and Springer have their names, but the current form looks bad. Best first look, I would say Giants money line around even money or under 7. I'd rather model Giants money line first because the under is already tight at this number in general. So yeah, let's go Giants money line. All right, next game up, Cubs at Orioles. Orioles are favorite around -120 to -130, with the total around 9.5. What's interesting is the market still prices Baltimore as the side, even though Chicago is a public-looking dog. Action Network lists Dean Kramer versus Colin Rea. Kramer's profile looks much better on the sheet. 3.18 ERA, 0.882 WHIP, 10.59 Ks per 9. Rea is listed at 4.74 ERA, 1.433 WHIP, 6.89 Ks per 9. Camden Yards, 82 degrees, 0% rain, 5-mile-per-hour wind. Warm enough for offense, but not a huge win game. Orioles are 3-2 in the last 5 and 3-2 against the spread. Their home totals have gone over 25 to 47. Cubs are 50 wins, 40 losses straight up, but their against the spread profile is a lot weaker. Cubs power bats are live against Kramer if his command slips, but Baltimore's offense has the better starter matchup against Rea. Best first look, I would go Orioles first 5 money line, possibly Orioles money line. I don't love laying full game juice, so I would just lean more so first 5. All right, next game up, we've got Mariners at Marlins. Seattle is favored around -127 to -135, but Action has multiple Miami looks. That's a potential trap spot. Public leans Mariners, but respective angles point towards Miami. Action Network lists George Kirby versus Phillips. Kirby is the better name, but Miami's lineup, defense, recent offense, and bullpen estimators give the Marlins a real edge. Yep. Weather is going to be 89 degrees out, 0% chance of rain, 8-mile-per-hour winds. Miami's park usually mutes extremes, especially if the roof is involved. Marlins are 3 wins, 2 losses in their last 5, and the over has hit 3 of their last 5. Miami's also strong at home, 27 wins, 17 losses. Uh, yeah. Uh, Action Network Notes gives Miami about a quarter run bullpen estimator edge over the last 30 days. Miami's projected lineup is the key. It's hot over the last 30 days and solid versus right-handed pitching. So best first look, we're probably going to go Marlins money line. Plus 110 or better. It's also worth checking Marlins first 5 at plus 130 if the number is still there. So Marlins at Mariners, we're looking Marlins money line or Marlins first 5. All right, we've got Braves at Pirates. Pirates are a small favorite, around minus 113 to minus 120, with the total sitting 8.5, 9. This game has one of the better total angles on the board. Action list Jones versus Holmes. Uh, Holmes' estimators are near 5, and Jones is around 4. That doesn't scream clean pitching edge. PNC Park is 85 degrees, 1% chance of rain, 3 mile per hour winds. We've got an 8 to 9% park umpire weather boost, which matters. Pirates are 3-2 in their last 5, and the over has hit 3 of their last 5. More importantly, Pirates home game have gone over 30 in the last 40, 45. We've got Brian Reynolds for Pittsburgh, Matt Olson for Atlanta. If O'Neill Cruz is still out and scratched, that hurts Pittsburgh's upside and should be checked. A best first look for this game would probably be full game over 8.5 or Pirates team total over 4.5 at plus money. So yeah, we're looking Braves, Pirates over 8.5 or Pirates team total over 4.5. All right, next game up, we've got Yankees at Rays. Rays are around minus 120 to minus 130, total 7.5. The market respects Tampa and doesn't seem afraid of Garrett Cole's name. We've got Shane McClanahan versus Garrett Cole. McClanahan has the better service line at 3.05 ERA compared with Cole's 4.01 ERA. Tropicana Field removes weather. That makes this more about pitching, lineup quality, and bullpen. The Rays are 2-3 in their last 5, but they're 31-13 at home on the sheet. Their games have gone under in 4 of their last 5. Tampa's contact bats and speed matter more than one-swing power. For the Yankees, the question is whether the top of the order can produce early. A best first look for this game would be Rays money line or Yankees team total under 3.5. Again, we're fading the Yankees. The Yankees are just not looking well as of late. The Rays are looking great. I would not try to fade the Rays at all unless they were playing like the Brewers or something. So we're definitely going Rays money line or Yankees team total under 3.5. All right, next game up, we've got Athletics at Tigers. Tigers are a heavy favorite, around minus 147 to minus 161. Public and money are both heavily on Detroit, so the price may already be taxed. We've got Melton versus Springs. Melton's numbers are strong, 2.04 ERA, 0.795 whip. Springs is listed at 5.79 ERA, 1.382 whip. Comerica Park, 87 degrees, 0% rain, 8 mile per hour winds. Warm weather helps carry, but Comerica can still hold some balls. Pause on that one. Tigers are 4-1 last 5 and 4-1 against the spread. They beat Oakland 6-2 in the previous day. Detroit's right-handed bats are the focus against Springs. If the Tigers get early traffic, this can snowball quick. So a best first look, Tigers first 5, money line. Full game money line is fine, but the better edge is probably early with the starter mismatch. All right, Astros at Nationals. Nationals are around minus 127 to minus 138. Total 9, 9.5. The total is the more interesting piece. We've got Erreguete versus Griffin today on the mound. There isn't enough pitcher data in the sheet to trust either side blindly. Nationals Park, we've got 83 degrees out, 4% chance of rain, 5 mile per hour winds, warm enough for the offense. Nationals games have gone over in 4 of their last 5, and their home games have gone over in 31 of 46. That's one of the strongest over profiles on the slate. Nationals have multiple starting pitcher injuries listed, which can stress depth. That matters more for full game overs and team totals than sides. Jordan Alvarez and Jose Altuve for Houston are some batters to watch, and we got Luis Garcia and Keibert Ruiz type contact bats for Washington. The best first look bet for Astros Nationals over 9.5 full game. Nationals team total over 4.5 if the price isn't juiced. But I mean, honestly, the Nationals have been hot and they've been hitting. Astros have been known to hit as well. So yeah, let's take Nationals Astros over 9. All right, next game up, we've got Royals at Mets. This one is messy, just like the game yesterday. Oh my God. What a horrible, horrible looking game. Oh, geez. What did that come out to? Final score for that for Mets Royals 16-12. Kansas City 16 runs, Mets 12. Messy. And the main Action Network detail page has several markets through the overview showing Mets around -148 and Royals around +120. Action Network only clearly lists one pitcher, but I could actually pull that up for us now. Just give me a second. Here we go. Kansas City and Mets. Pitchers for Kansas City, we've got Steven Cruz, 2 wins, 2 losses, 5.08 ERA. For the Mets, we've got Christian Scott. He's got 2 wins, 1 loss, 3.49 ERA. Citi Field, 81 degrees, 0% chance of rain, 7 mile per hour winds. Neutral to slight offense if the ball is carrying, but Citi isn't a launching pad. The Mets are 2-3 in their last 5, 1-4 against the spread, and their totals have gone over in 4 of their last 5. Lindor is listed questionable with a hand issue, which makes that a big lineup flag. But I guess that doesn't really matter now since I was able to look that up. Bobby Witt Jr. for Kansas City is a batter to watch, and for the Mets, everything depends on Lindor's status and the top of the order. Best first look honestly would be pass. I just wouldn't want to touch this game. I don't like it. Both teams suck. And yeah, they're just wild cards. So I spent 2 minutes talking about a game that I'm going to pass on. So yeah, that means pass. All right, next game, we've got Phillies at Reds. Goodness, we've got Cincinnati around -120 and Philly near even, but yeah, we've got Chris Burns on the mound for the Reds, and let's see. As of right now, Philly's pitcher is to be determined. So, luckily, this is just a slate breakdown. I mean, we're not doing any official bets as of right now. Great American Park is going to be 84 degrees out tomorrow, 12% chance of rain, 2 mile per hour winds. The park always matters for overs, but low wind keeps it from being automatic. The Reds are 2-3 in their last 5, and their home games have gone over in 25 of 44. Philly's road against the spread has been poor, according to Action Network. Schwarber and Harper are always live in this park. Eli De La Cruz and Spencer Steer are the Cincinnati bats to watch. As of right now, we're probably looking to pass. this is something where honestly, after I run my model, I'll probably have a better look at this. If I were to tell you as of right now, I would probably pick the over. Uh, yeah, I would pick the over 8.5. But as of right now, I would probably pass. All right, here we go. Red Sox, White Sox. White Sox are around minus 113 to minus 125. Red Sox are around plus 105 to plus 110. Public is balanced, and Action Network has Boston at like a plus 110 pick. We've got Martin versus Bennett on the mound. There isn't really too much about these guys. Let's see. What do we got? What do we got? We've got Bennett, 3 wins, 3 losses, 3.09 ERA. We've got Martin, 9 wins, 3 losses, 3.08 ERA. All right. Okay. Rate field, 84 degrees out, 0% chance of rain, 6 mile per hour winds. Good hitting weather, but not an extreme wind angle. White Sox are 2 wins, 3 losses in their last 5, 3-2 against the spread, and 28-14 at home. Red Sox are stronger on the road than at home in according to Action Network. Both teams have pitching injuries. Boston has Hawk, Sandoval, and Crawford listed out. Chicago has multiple arms out too. Jaron Duran for Boston. Chicago's middle order right-handed bats if Bennett struggles. That's pretty much offensively the names you want to look out for. Best first look. Boston money line plus 110, and I'm only saying that is just because it's plus money. I would probably take a White Sox first 5 just due to the pitching match. But yeah. Red Sox, White Sox. Red Sox money line, White Sox first 5. All right, next up we got Guardians at Twins. Twins are around minus 122 to minus 135, total 8.5. Action Network has both Minnesota money line and over 8.5 in interest. We've got Saccone versus Prelip. Saccone is 4.44 ERA. Prelip is a 4.96 ERA. Neither profile shuts down an offense. Target field, 78 degrees out, 24% chance of rain, 6 mile per hour winds. Action Network mentions a 10% plus EV or park umpire weather boost. Something to note. Twins are 3-2 in their last 5, and their season over profile is strong. 53 wins, 32 losses, 6 pushes for the over and under. Action also notes Minnesota's projected lineup is hot. 128 WRC plus last 30 days and 112 versus RHP. So their bullpen, and this is the catch, the bullpen. Action Network says Minnesota has bad defense and bullpen concerns, and Cleveland's pen is also bottom half over the last 30 days. Offensively, we've got Royce Lewis and Hoskins for Minnesota. We got Josh Bell and Gabriel Arias for Cleveland. So looking at this game as of right now, a best first look bet, we're going to go over 8.5 full game. It's cleaner than Lane Public Twins juice. So Guardians Twins over 8.5. All right, we got Brewers at Cardinals. Brewers are around minus 130 to minus 140, and the public is extreme. 82% of bets and 99% of money on Milwaukee, according to Action Network. That's a tax warning right there. Let's see for the pitchers. Action Network lists. We've got Kyle Harrison, 8 wins, 1 loss, 2.82 ERA. And then we got Michael McGreevy, 3 wins, 7 losses, 3.11 ERA. Bush Stadium, it's going to be 86 degrees out, 1% chance of rain, 5 mile per hour winds. Warm, but not a crazy launching spot. The Brewers are 56 and 33 on one of the strongest teams on the slate. Cardinals are 3-2 in their last five, 4-1 against the spread, and have been competitive as a dog. The bullpen situation. Big check here. St. Louis and Milwaukee had multiple recent games. They just had a doubleheader yesterday as well. So bullpen usage needs to be verified before betting full game. As of right now, it's just too early. They played 2 games yesterday. Uh, we're coming down to the wire. So if you guys could check out the bullpen on who's up, who's a little bit more rested, you might have a better edge there. Uh, so yeah, for Brewers Cardinals, a best first look. Following the action, Brewers money line, but only if it stays near -130. If it climbs past -145, I'd rather look for a first five or pass. Honestly, I'd much rather look for first five. I would say play first five, Brewers. Plain and simple. Eliminate the bullpen, first five Brewers. All right, we've got Angels at Rangers. Rangers are around -147 to -160. Action Network has Texas at -150. Pick 'em. Uh, Public is heavy on Texas, 83% of the bets and 70% of the money. Action Network lists. Uh, 2 seconds. Let's get that up. We've got Walbert Urena. For the Angels, 5 wins, 7 losses, 3.02 ERA. And we've got Mackenzie Gore for the Rangers, 5 wins, 7 losses, 4.31 ERA. Yeah, Globe Life Field is going to be 96 degrees, 36% chance of rain, 10 mile per hour winds. Roof stats matters a lot. If it's closed, weather gets neutralized. If it's open, the heat can help offense. The Rangers are 2-3 in their last five, and the over has hit 3 of their last five. Angels are 36 and 55. SU with poor road profile. Man, this one's going to be tough. Angels, Rangers, best first look. Let's go Rangers money line, but it's public and taxed. I'd only play if my model shows anything clear value of a -150 or better. So I would have to run this through first, but if I were to look at it as of right now, Rangers money line. All right, next game, Rockies at Dodgers. Dodgers are around -212 with the Dodgers being -1.5 around -106, and Action Network marking the Dodgers -1.5 and over 9.5 as plus EV in the overview. All right, we've got Roki Sasaki. Let's see. Hold on 2 seconds. I'll get those numbers up for you. All right, we've got for LA, we've got Roki Sasaki. 3 wins, 5 losses, a 5.4 ERA. Going against Gabriel Hughes. 0 wins, 0 losses, 0 ERA. Looks like he's a call up. So that's something to note. Dodger Stadium is going to be 79 degrees, 0% chance of rain, 5 mile per hour winds. Good hitting weather, but not extreme. The Dodgers are 4-1 their last five, 60-32 SU. Rockies are 15-30 on the road, but the public is absurd. 94% of bets and 98% of money on the Dodgers, according to Action Network. Uh, uh, See, when I do these breakdowns, these initial breakdowns, I still enter in data just to kind of get a clear view of everything. And
Part of my model wants to say, let's take Dodgers -1.5 or Dodgers team total. I like the Dodgers team total. I do not like Dodgers 1.5. And here, let me tell you why. We are getting close to the All-Star break. The Dodgers have just been hitting and they've been playing. I think they're checking out and they're ready to go on vacation. And this is one thing that I would have to say, pay attention to all the other games as well. Some of the major teams that have just been playing so well are probably going to start regressing within the next couple days, and the teams that have been playing like crap are going to start playing a lot better. So that's just something to pay attention to. Now, going back, Rockies Dodgers. Uh, the Dodgers are taking heavy money. They're expected to win. A lot of people are thinking -1.5. They lost yesterday to the Rockies 4-3. I'd much rather take a Dodgers team total over than worrying about who's going to win or not. Let's just have fun watching this game and let's watch them score. So eliminate any type of winner. Let's take a Dodgers team total over. All right, and last game before we run our 50,000 game simulation and narrow it down to our final best bets, we've got Diamondbacks at Padres. The Padres are around -133 to -142, a total of 7.5 to 8. Public is heavy on San Diego. San Diego is taking 85% of the bets and 62% of the money. We've got Jose Cabrera pitching for Arizona. 0 wins, 1 loss, 4.72 ERA. We've got Michael King, 5 wins, 7 losses, 3.51 ERA. Petco Park will be 73 degrees out, 0% chance of rain, 5 mile per hour winds. This is one of the better under parks on the slate. The Padres are 1-4 in their last 5, and the over is hit in only 1 of their last 5. Arizona is 2-3 in the last 5, but better against the spread recently. Some batters to watch. We've got Fernando Tatis Jr. and Manny Machado for San Diego. Corbin Carroll and Kettle Marty type bats for Arizona. Best first look. Under 8. Padres money line, possibly. Honestly, I don't like the under. I do not like the under. And I don't really trust the Padres. I just don't. I don't trust the Diamondbacks. Initially, under 8, Padres money line, but realistically, pass. All right, guys. So at this point, what I did is that I took all the information, I plugged it into my model, and I ran the 50,000 game simulations, and I've narrowed it down to these 3 best bets. First off, we've got Red Sox money line +102. This is the sharp underdog short price edge. The model projects Red Sox 4.42 runs, White Sox 3.93, with Boston winning 57.2%. My simulation shows Boston move from +116 open to around -106 consensus, while the public money split was not overwhelmingly Boston sided. That's a real market signal. The starting matchup is close on ERA, but Bennett's whip profile is cleaner than Martin's, and the projected Boston lineup gives enough offense to support the plus money side. So a disaster scenario, the White Sox run line EV flag is right. Martin's 9 wins, 3 loss profile is more real than the model price, or Boston's injuries than the lineup. That's why I would go half a unit on this one. All right, next best bet, we've got Angels +1.5. This is not a sexy bet, but it fits the highest probability style. The model projects basically a coin flip game. Angels 3.69 runs, Rangers 3.72. But in a low total environment, that makes +1.5 valuable. The sheet has Urena at 3.03 ERA, versus Gore, 4.31 ERA, with the total sitting around 7.5. Texas is getting the public favorite treatment, but +1.5 protects us in a low scoring script. Disaster scenario, globe life, heat roof conditions, play hitter friendly. Urena gives up early power, or the Angels bullpen turns a close game into a 3+ run loss. Don't play this past -165. So Angels +1.5. And finally, our last bet, which is our best, strongest bet on today's slate, is Brewers money line. The model projects Brewers 4.75 runs, Cardinals 3.68, with Milwaukee winning 65.4%. The biggest model edge is Harrison, 2.82 ERA, 1.079 whip, 11.18 Ks per nine, compared to McGreevy at 3.12 ERA, 1.112 whip, but only 5.66 Ks per nine. My simulation shows heavy Milwaukee support, 77% of bets and 94% of money on Milwaukee. So this is public. But the money is even stronger than the ticket count, which keeps it from being a clean public trap fade. A disaster scenario that could likely happen: Harrison loses command, Cardinals make early contact, and Brewers public price gets taxed. That's why I don't chase this past -150. At -155, -160, the edge just kind of gets thinner. So we're looking at Brewers money line. All right, guys, and just to recap the three best bets, we've got Red Sox money line, we've got Angels +1.5, and Brewers money line. All right, guys, that's it for Edge Over Action. Good luck on today's slate. 15 games. Have fun, make some money, and let's get it.